What's happening, y'all? Chris Bone here from Meat Off the Bone and County Kitchen. Happy holidays to you. It's been brought to my attention that a lot of people have been asking how I make my teriyaki Brussels sprouts. Everyone looks at me like, oh, Brussels sprouts, ew. Well, apparently the way I make it, which I made up, I totally made up, everybody seems to love it and they're asking for it because they want to show it to their family, cook it, show it to their family. So for a really quick video, you ask and you shall receive. You got it. I mean, Brussels sprouts is not the most popular side dish on any given night or meal, but for some reason, the way I make these, people have been asking for them and asking for them and asking for them and asking for me to write down the recipe, which there really isn't one. I just made it up and it's really easy, so I'm just going to show you how to do it and, you know, have at it. Now, depending on how big your family is, I get my Brussels sprouts in these bags. Usually get them, like, you can get them frozen. Don't get them canned. It's got to be frozen. If you get them canned and you do this, they turn into mush and they fall apart in the oven, and you really don't want that. You don't. I mean, you could if you like soggy Brussels sprouts. Me, I like a little bit of a bite to mine. I don't like mine crunchy by any means, what shape or form. If you steam them correctly and you bite into them almost like a sauteed onion. It should be that kind of consistency. Not enough to keep its shape, to keep its firmness, but enough to have a nice bite to it, a good chew to it. Like it's not crunchy, but it's not falling apart. It's not melting in your mouth. So Brussels sprouts are really, really good for you, and I think this is one of the reasons why I'm excited about doing this video, because it's one of those superfoods that everybody should be eating, but not a lot of people like the flavor. This will give you the flavor that you're looking for. I guarantee it. And I mean, and you don't have to take my word for it. You try my way, and if you want to try something a little bit different, feel free. Feel free. I mean, what I did was, since I've made Brussels sprouts before, I usually steam them and put them, you know, douse a little bit of vinegar on them and put them, you know, steam them. But that stunk up my entire house like vinegar. So what I also tried was doing the same thing, putting them, some salt, pepper, vinegar on them, and then putting them in the oven. And that actually, the texture came out what I wanted, but I didn't get the flavor of the vinegar anymore. So as I experimented, I settled with these ingredients. This is actually like canola oil. It's 12 ounces. 12 ounces of canola oil, roasted sesame oil. I know a lot of you might not have this at your in your house, but a sesame oil does bring out a really, really nutty Asian flavor, almost, as you will. I'm only going to put in about maybe a quarter of a cup. Next is good old regular teriyaki. I put in 1 cup of teriyaki. I guesstimate it doesn't matter if you go over or under. Actually, it's more like a cup and a quarter. Some of you do, some of you don't. This is Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. It goes over fries and stuff. I put it in. Wait, what is that? Get out of there. It's not loud. Put in about 3 tablespoons. It gives it a nice creamy stir. Okay, next, some adobo. It looks like I'm putting a lot in, when in actuality, well, I kind of am, but I'm doing 3 of these bags. 3 bags, because of course I'm putting them on a sheet pan. You don't have to use as much as I do, depending on how many Brussels sprouts you use. Just guesstimate. I mean, Cooking is a lot about like experimentation, so just guesstimate. I'm just showing you what I do every day that I do these. This is what I do every day that I make these, and this is what's the popular turnout. You can do whatever you want, but this is what I want to show you, especially the ones who've been asking me about this. This is how I do it, so if you want to copy me, feel free. If not, do what you want. All right. Take a small little whisk. Try and get all the lumps out. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's no big deal. All right. So it all comes together nicely. Grab me some gloves. All right. So I always do them in bags of 3. Now, since these are frozen, what's going to happen is the oil is going to adhere and almost kind of like freeze itself to the Brussels sprout. You see how they're turning the color? See, the oil is touching the really, really frigidness of the Brussels sprout, and it's almost turning into like butter. It's not turning into butter, but it's firming up. Like when butter gets cold, it likes to harden up. Well, that's what's happening right now. I am not using any binder at all. I'm just using the temperature of the Brussels sprout to coat itself with the oil. And this is really it. This is all I'm doing. Like I said, it's so easy to make. Gloves off. Turn around. Two tray. 1, 2 tray. Take your things. Put this to the side. Grab me another glove. Use them all out. Yes, you're going to have residual oil, but that's to be expected. One even line. Okay. Make sure your oven is preheated at 350. And these will go in for exactly 1/2 hour, depending on the power of your oven. Just want to check it periodically. But 1/2 hour is about where you want to go. And this, the heat. And after 1/2 hour, exactly 9:30. We'll come back and I'll show you the end result. I'll be right back. All right. It has been exactly 1/2 hour. And it's time to check. I can smell them, but I know they're done. Oh yeah, oh wow. There we go. I think that was steam over the camera, and it wasn't on focus, it was just steam. Those look wonderful. See how the brown, see the brown they are? That's what you want to see. It's not burnt by any means, it's just brown. Now let's get these out. why I put two of them on. I'm only using one hand. Right, looking good. Now to show you that they're done on the inside and they're not burnt by any means, just take a fork, nice and, I mean, they're very done. That's what they look on the inside. And yeah, I'll put them right here. You can see that they smush really easy if you wanted to. See? Very easy. I mean, they are really, really well done. And see how they're keeping their form? That's what you want. You want them to keep their form, but at the same time be soft enough to be able to chew easily without having to worry about a crunch or any type of raw centers. Perfect. Just like I said. Just about as tender as a nice sauteed onion, but without the crunch, like a really well done sauteed onion. It doesn't fall apart unless you want it to. The flavor is so there. You can taste the teriyaki. You have the Asian the sesame oil. Ooh, that's hot. The salt of the adobo, I mean, the flavors are a win-win. Win-win-win. Everything comes out fantastic. This is what you all been asking for. This is how I make it. This is what you all get. You know, for those of you that have been asking me about it, then you know exactly what this is. This is how I do it. Try it at home. See how you like it. Let me know. I would love to know. And well, again, have a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas to you all. My name's Chris Bowen. This is Meat Off the Bone and County Kitchen. Have a great season. Take care.